Back inside the gym at Leominster High School, 48-38. Leominster's girls a winner over Fitchburg tonight in comeback fashion. Leominster High School head coach Dave Palazzi will join us in our second game of the doubleheader. Right now, Kate, we're going to wrap up post stats from this game number one, Leominster and Fitchburg girls. Leominster winner, 48-38.
Yes, 10-point win for the Blue Devils. If we take a look at team stats first, the Red Raiders, 32 rebounds, 7 steals, 28 turnovers to Leominster's 17 rebounds, 9 steals, and 23 turnovers. If we take a look at individual stats first for the Red Raiders, Parks ends the night with 3, Peralta with 9, Scott with 3, Romero with 15, Bodie with 2, McLeod with 4, and Nishad with 2. Fitchburg tonight, 3 of 16. That's 19% shooting beyond the 3-point arc. If we take a look at Leominster's individual statistics, Finnegan ends the night with 4. Smith ends the night with 7. Koweski with 2. Skinner with 25 on the night. Okacheri with 2, and Hutchinson ends the night with 8, all of which came in the fourth quarter. Leominster, again, 10-point win, 7%. They are 1 of 15 from behind the 3-point arc, so it's definitely some things to work on if you're the Blue Devils, but a nice come-from-behind win showing a lot of grit in that one.
And that three-pointer came at a very timely moment in the
did.
last couple of minutes of that fourth quarter. Leominster winner 48-38. Bill Thomas, of course, they're right back at it, are the Blue Devils girls. Of course, can't find a sheet when you need one. Sorry, Billy.
That's okay.
They are right back at it in a couple of days. They're on the road at Algonquin, then they're on the road immediately again against Westboro. So a couple of road games before they come home and play Southbridge in a couple weeks.
Yeah, the road's not going to get any easier. We know from past experience, Algonquin's probably going to put a good team on the court, and but I mean, this is just, I think we need to dwell on tonight, not worry about next week. A great comeback win. You know, we talked a little bit about how they came back against GW, being down 13 in the third for a 7-point win there. I think they showed grit and determination tonight, and when things weren't going well, we talked about it. Work it in. Turn it into a two-player game, and I think they did a good job of that. The other 3 girls on the court, along with Skinner and Hutchinson, very important, but when it came down to really the 2 main ingredients came through at the end.
For Bill Thomas and Kate Myer, I am Todd Robbins. 48-38, the win tonight for the Blue Devils girls in comeback fashion. That will do for game number 1. Want to thank our award-winning executive producer, Bradley Bedard, for being here with us. You can stay tuned for the boys, Leominster and Fitchburg, coming your way next. You're watching Leominster High School basketball right here on Leominster TV. From the gym at Leominster High School, we welcome you to another edition of Leominster High School basketball right here on Leominster TV. Alongside Bill Thomas and Kate Robbins, I am Todd Robbins saying welcome to another edition of Leominster High School basketball on Leominster TV. The boys take center stage. First time we'll see them this year as they play host to Fitchburg before a capacity crowd here at the gym at Leominster High School. A fantastic battle we expect on deck between these two teams who have had very different seasons thus far. The Blue Devils, under their first-year head coach and very familiar to Leominster fans in Kevin Grudgefield, his first year as head coach of the boys program, off to an 0-4 start, 0-1 in Mid-Watch A. Meanwhile, the Red Raiders a 2-2 start, 0-1 in Mid-Watch B. That sets the stage. Fitchburg, a big physical basketball team. The Blue Devils trying to find their identity, and Bill Thomas, they're going to have to do it quickly tonight.
Yeah, and we're seeing a problem on the offensive side for the Blue Devils. They're only scoring 45.8. I don't think that's going to get that done tonight, although Fitchburg's showing a propensity for giving up points. They're giving up 55 and only scoring 50 on their side, but the thing that troubles me is the points against. Fitchburg's giving up over 60 a game, and we'll have to see if they can find some way to put the lid on that basket tonight. Anthony Dandini's been leading the way on the scoring side of things, and I don't think we'd expect anything else from what we see as a team leader on the football field. I can't begin to imagine how much they miss Noah Gray, though, but I won't mention that the rest of the season. But we do know how important he was last year. We've seen him, what he can do as an athlete. And I wish Noah Gray was out here with him. I think it would be a much different look for the Blue Devils when they're on the floor.
We can have the debate on specialization in sports in this day and age.
Or the cost of an education. Thank you, Duke.
True to that as well, Kate. These two teams, certainly, there's no better time than the present when you're taking on your arch rival than to get your proverbial ish figured out under new head coach Kevin Grudgefield. This Blue Devil team is sorely in need of an identity. They need to find some leadership, and they got to get some consistency going.
Yeah, and it can become a very long season if they aren't able to make it click. The nice thing about the Blue Devils team that they have over there, they have some great older leadership in their veterans and their juniors and seniors. So hopefully the buy-in doesn't take too much longer, and hopefully they can kind of right the ship. And no better time like your arch rival to right that ship.
It's Leominster, it's Fitchburg, and the tip-off is next right here on Leominster TV. Back inside the gym at Leominster High School, Todd Robbins alongside Bill Thomas and Kate Myer. Happy to have you along with us, getting set for the second game of this one. Kate, I'm just happy to be on the air the way things are right now.
You said Manny Dolce, right?
Manny Dolce wearing number 4 tonight as opposed to 14 as we were originally told. Teams are set. James Purcell up for the battle against Drew Tebow, and we are underway. And there is Manny Dolce with the basketball and the right-hand dribble. Immediately tried to feed it to Dandini. It was picked going the other way. Dolce picked the pocket back door of Jose Alejandro, and the ball's lost out of bounds, and Fitchburg will keep it in. Whoa, is the speed going to be a little bit faster?
I thought the same thing. Like, hyperdrive right there, first play.
Who just clicked the fast forward button. And here we go, second game underway of our doubleheader. Shot away, no. Rebound down for Purcell. 2-2 Red Raiders, 1-3 Blue Devils. Dolce with the runner. He got fouled. And the foul called on the floor.
This is going to be fun.
Yes, it is. Starting lineup tonight for Leominster. You get Giovensky, Pierre Lewis, James Purcell, Anthony Dandini, Manny Dolce, and Angel Colina, the starting 5 for the Blue Devils tonight.
And I will mention Noah Gray just sauntered by wearing blue, Duke blue, I should add.
Purcell off the missed shot, tried the putback. It won't go. Little fadeaway opportunity for Pierre Lewis. It won't go either. A lot of missed shots in the early going of this one. The Red Raiders trying to slow things down. Noah Less taking command of the floor as the point guard. Jose Alejandro off the swing and the big smile as he buries the 3.
Good way to start right there with a 3.
3-0 Fitchburg. And there's a quick hand check call on Alejandro. Very intense player from what we can tell of Jose Alejandro. Quick up and down the floor, but also quick to talk himself into a foul.
His
and some time
second,
to the bench.
team second for the Red Raiders.
Didn't take long.
No, it did not. Colina looking for an inbound with Les right in his face. Got it to Purcell, and Colina over and back, and he knew it. He ran out of real estate and took it over the timeline.
Took a wide angle there. It's nice to see Angel Colina moving around the floor, not showing any wear and tear from the football season.
Thankfully, basketball, for the most part, not a contact sport.
Yeah, okay.
Tell that to the game itself, right? Here's the dribble drive. Swat away. Dandini and Purcell with a combined swat. The battle, and Purcell brought down the rebound.
Purcell showing his athleticism there with a couple of blocks on that possession.
Purcell in his senior year stands 6'5", and Billy, he just looks like he fills out his body. I don't know that he's gotten much taller. There's a little scoop shot from Dolce that doesn't go, but he looks like he's filled out his body.
He has. He's become a low post player for sure.
Already in this first quarter, 6 missed shots between the two teams, 3 and 3 apiece.
Less with a little runner. It won't go. And Purcell's got himself a rebound. 3-0 Fitchburg. 2 minutes gone by. First quarter of this one.
These stats are ugly already.
Dolce over his head from the triple threat. Now puts the ball on the floor. Needs some folks to move around. Fitchburg playing a little matchup man-to-man in the front court. Into the corner. Here's Pierre Lewis. Goes inside, finds Colina. Colina spins around, face up to the basket. Still spinning around, planting that pivot foot. Puts the ball on the floor. Pierre Lewis brings it down. Dolce tip. Shot clock violation. That possession took too long. No, they're going to say it transition. Fitchburg with it. Back down the floor. Les buries the three. See the three, be the three. 6-0 Fitchburg. 5.5 minutes to play. First quarter.
Noah Les, the leading scorer for the Red Raiders, averaging 14.7, not wasting any time getting on the boards.
Right now, Fitchburg 2 of 3 from beyond the arc.
A lot of battling going on underneath.
Here's a hold away from the ball.
Saw that coming. Purcell and looks like I got the wrong
Devin
sheet here.
DeLeon is called for the foul of the sophomore.
20, is that, I was looking at who Purcell was battling with. It looked like 20, was it 23? Yeah. Well, see, I got Alex Flores on my sheet over here.
Don't worry, be happy.
Going to have to work that out.
Purcell takes it strong to the basket. It won't go. He gets fouled and 2 shots coming up.
Already 4 fouls.
DeLeon's wearing 23.
Yes.
So what's Flores wearing? You got him on there? 35. All right, those are backwards. All right, I'm ready.
Now, of course, they could have been backwards on the sheet they gave me, which is entirely possible as well. Purcell shot up, and it won't go. Leominster still staring at a 0 on the board. About 3 minutes into this first quarter. It's 6-0 Fitchburg. 2 3-pointers. Fitchburg's starting 5 tonight was Jose Alejandro, Drew Tebow, Noah Les, Angel Crespo, and Devin DeLeon. Alejandro has gone to the bench with 2 fouls quickly in this first quarter. Pat Gallagher goes to the table. He'll check in at the next stoppage in play. There's a 3, won't go. Purcell's got himself the rebound, and Purcell's taking it down floor all the way to the basket. Cannot get the roll. No finish there. And the other way, Les. Little reach-in foul called on Dandini.
A little ticky-tack there. I hope the whole game doesn't go like this, because that's a couple of
nobody's going to be left to play the game if it does.
Called by the same official, I might add.
4:47 to play in the first quarter. 6-0
William
is the lead right now.
Just making an observation.
You report, they decide?
I could report and I could decide, but I'm going to not, actually. I'll take a pass.
Smart.
Here's Les. Comes to the near side. Works its way into the corner. Crespo through Les. Back the other way.
I think officials are wonderful people.
And that's because you married one. Here's the drive. DeLeon. DeLeon kicks. And there's a 3. Antonio Ware will bury the 3. Ware here. 9-0. Fitchburg's lead.
All of Fitchburg points coming off the 3 right now. 3 of 5 from downtown.
Halfway through the first quarter. Pat Gallagher. Ball over his head. He'll feed Purcell, long way away from the basket where I'd want Purcell playing.
That's not his spot, that's for sure.
Dandini drives against 2 Red Raiders, scooped the shot up, got it on the glass, no finish. And the rebound is down for Tebow.
5 missed shots now for the Blue Devils, and they have no points.
4 minutes gone in the game.
Crespo sets up a Tebow 3. Can't hit with Dandini on him. Crespo, a second chance, and it will roll. And a timeout, down 11. Fitchburg 11 and Leominster nothing. 3:42 to play in the first quarter, and Coach Kevin Grutchfield stands up and says, timeout.
You know, I'm going to comment. I noticed at the beginning of the game, Coach Grudgefeld had his tie loosened slightly, but his sleeves were still down at his wrists. They're up to his elbows now, and it looks like he has just ran a marathon.
Yes, indeed. It's been a marathon of a first quarter, and right now Fitchburg is ahead by 11 lengths. It's 11-0 Fitchburg, 3:42 to play in the first quarter. Leominster certainly looking like the team that has struggled to the 0-4 start. Lost on the road against St. John's, 63-54. Here at home against Doherty, 64-50. At Groton Dunstable by the largest margin of losing this season, 60-34. And then lost on the road at Shrewsbury, 56-45. Off to that 0-4 crash and burn start.
Yeah, and that's where it puts them at only averaging about 45 points a game, and that's not just not going to get it done at D1 here in Central Massachusetts. Got to score at least 50-55 to be on the winning side of majority of your ball games.
Fitchburg's 2 wins, on the other hand, they took out Wachusett 54-51, and they took out Lincoln Sudbury 58-47. They lost to Neshoba and North Attleboro.
Size differential right now favoring Leominster by quite a bit, but still working that ball around the perimeter.
Here's the dribble drive, the dish. Pierre-Louis missed the shot. Rebound put back. It won't roll for Logan Sarnovitz, and a foul underneath the basket will go against the Red Raiders, and Leominster will get some foul shots. Dandini going to the line.
That is Crespo's second, team fifth. Gonna have some foul trouble tonight.
No doubt about that. 3:19 to play in the first quarter.
Fitchburg,
Leominster looking to get on the board.
Sorry, Todd.
Go ahead,
Fitchburg
Kate.
right now in foul trouble. Leominster in scoring trouble.
Dandini at the line with a large contingent of Red Raiders to his left. And he can't convert that one.
Still scoreless.
Tebow checks into the ball again.
Crowd's great.
This could be the biggest crowd that I think we've
seen
we've experienced
in a long time.
I love this doubleheader aspect, and I give it all the credit.
Nice move to holiday break as well. And Dandini gets the second to go and gets Leominster off the schneid. 11-1, Fitchburg the lead, 3:15 to play in the first quarter. Noah Les runs the point, comes to the near side, into the corner, sets up a three for Alex Alejandro. Shot missed, rebound down, it was deflected out of bounds, lost out of the hands of Devin De Leon, and it will be Blue Devil basketball.
Fitchburg going into a 3-2.
Yeah, full court pressure.
I literally.
Dandini.
Whoa.
The drive and the
Hi,
bounce.
Anthony.
And
How are
Dandini
you?
into Kate slap. And meanwhile, down floor, Pierre-Louis from the left block banks it off the glass and in.
Might end up in the stands, but great job breaking that press.
Effective for sure.
I literally know nothing about basketball.
Leominster in a 2-3 zone in the half court.
Literally nothing.
And there's a three, bombs away. Antonio Ware, his second of the night.
Nice job.
It's 14-3. 2.5 to play here in the first quarter.
Fitchburg 4 of 8 for threes.
Dandini, the strong drive, traveling violation call.
Drag that pivot foot. Couldn't stop quick enough.
James Purcell, after a quick spell on the bench, back into the ball game.
I've decided I'm a basketball pink hat. That's what I've decided. I'll look at numbers. Oh, he almost took that too.
He did. Ware thought about it. He was feeling it.
He had a look too.
Alex Alejandro puts it in the hands of Les. Now Drew Tebow, three from straight away. Back rim, no. Purcell crashes. He's got the rebound.
Great job by Purcell tracking that down. He was nowhere in position to get that, but just used his position to body up for it.
Sarnovitz missed the shot. Loose ball. Pierre-Louis got it on the glass. Laid it in and good.
Great job there. Second chance. Picked up that loose ball.
14-5. 1:35 to play in the first quarter. And right back down floor comes
I think that's Devin
with
De
the
Leon,
three,
yeah.
yes.
Depending on what score
Ooh.
sheet we're looking at.
Purcell just got punched in the
He
face.
Yeah, I
did, and he
noticed
wasn't
that.
happy about it. Dandini up against three Red Raiders, can't get it to go. Gallagher with the rebound, and the foul on the floor.
Purcell checking his teeth.
Subs coming into the game.
And Todd says this isn't a contact sport. You're out of your mind. Maybe it wasn't
And
for
anybody
you
that
when
thinks
you
there's
played.
no rivalry between Fitchburg and Leominster needs to come to one of their sporting events.
If we brought over the men in stripes and we asked them, they would tell you basketball defense is played with your feet, not with your hands.
And yet in reality.
That's right. Here's the turnaround. Pierre-Louis
Beautiful.
rises up with the jumper and gets it to go.
He's fun.
10-point game, 17-7. Fitchburg's lead. 1:10 to play here in the first quarter. Here's a pick. Purcell down the floor. Finds Dolce. Comes to the near side. Gallagher pulls up for a three. He missed. Purcell crashed. What a great hustle play. It won't pay off. Ball lost out of bounds to Fitchburg, but a great hustle and rise up attempt by Purcell.
He literally
He come out of nowhere
Yeah.
like a gazelle leaping for that ball.
Took off from the foul line with
Yeah.
the rebound.
He's got to learn to tame his tricks.
Does indeed. Under 50 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Alejandro's three, Jose that is, missed Rebound down for Pierre Lewis. Here's Gallagher. Shoves it up floor. Sets up a three for Logan Sarnovitz. It does not go. Ball lost out of bounds off a Blue Devil.
Let's take a look here, Todd. Right now for the Blue Devils, 11 missed shots, 3 of them threes. They only have 7 points on the board, and I don't know that they've had all that many multiple shot possessions.
I would agree with you on that. It's been a lot of 1 to 2 shot possessions max. Under 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Fitchburg's lead is 10. Here's the drive from Alex Alejandro. Got delayed, no call. Gallagher got the rebound.
Tied up there under the basket. Lucky not to get a foul on a Blue Devil.
Gallagher for Sarnovitz with the runner. It doesn't go. Loose ball bounces to Gallagher at the top of the arc. He'll field Doce.
Oh, he wasn't ready for that.
Lewis, who wasn't ready. Battle for the ball. Contact there. It'll go against Drew Tebow, who cut the legs out from underneath Logan Sarnovitz.
Chaotic.
You know what this looks like? It literally looks like you opened up a puzzle and you just threw all the pieces on the floor.
I agree. That's
and
been
one
and
by
then somebody
one,
shuffling them around.
One by one, you're picking them up and trying to put them together, but it is a mess.
But I think you're trying to pound 2 pieces together that don't necessarily fit.
Thus far, no. That already the 7th team foul against the Red Raiders this half. We've got 5 seconds to play in the first quarter.
We talked about how frenetic it looked like in the first minute of play, and it's showing up on the scoreboard right now.
Todd, I've been trying to get you to get me the tissues, like with signals, but that's not going. Can I have the tissues, please? They're gone. Okay, tremendous. Sorry.
Oh, man down.
Sarnovitz gets the front end of the 1-and-1 to go. 9-point game at 17-8. 5 seconds to play here in the first quarter. And that will go. 2 of 2 on the trip for Sarnovitz. 8-point game at 17-9 Fitchburg. Unforced error as the ball was launched up floor by De Leon through the hands of Les out of bounds. Leominster gets it back. 4 seconds to play here in the first quarter.
Trying to throw the ball over the press. Didn't work that time.
Sarnovitz inbound to Purcell. 2 seconds to play in the quarter. Purcell got it up and got it to fall at the buzzer. At the end of the first quarter, the score, Fitchburg 17 and Leominster 11. Leominster down as much as 11 points in this first quarter, comes up with 11 almost unanswered, and they trail 17-11 in this at the end of 1 quarter.
I mean, looking at that 11-zip score there about 4 minutes into that quarter, I thought it was going to be a long night on the Blue Devils side, but great job battling back there. But we're seeing the same that problem there. 3-itis where it's not going in, but they can continue to loft them up. Leominster has a decided size advantage, and I think they got to start working that low post. And much like we talked about the girls' game, don't be impatient. Make that extra pass, go to the weak side, then look to the low block and use your size under there.
No question about that, as there's opportunities abound. This Blue Devil team thus far still struggling to find their identity. Got a little bit together there in the waning moments of the first quarter of play. Here on Leominster TV, our award-winning executive producer is Bradley Bedard, bringing you some great pictures tonight with Kate Robbins and Bill Thomas. I am Todd Robbins, saying thank you so very much for joining us here on Leominster TV tonight. Our first 2 games of the 2016-2017 season, an opportunity, of course, a few days late, but a Merry Christmas to one and all. For those of you celebrating Hanukkah into your 6th night tonight, Happy Hanukkah to those of you that celebrate that. Happy Kwanzaa or a Merry Kwanzaa, Happy Festivus, and all points in between for those of you that are celebrating your holiday season. And of course, the new year on the horizon, New Year's Eve tonight as well, as the parade continues with a great crowd on hand here tonight inside the gym at Leominster High School.
I got some numbers for you guys.
Kate's got some numbers through 1 quarter.
Through 1 quarter, Fitchburg 6 of 15 for from the field, 40%.
Drew Tebow with the lay-in, 19-11. A quick 2 to start off this second quarter, Kate.
And Leominster, 4 of 12 from the field. They're shooting 33% right now. Fitchburg with 6 missed 3-point attempts. Leominster with 3 missed 3-point attempts.
Gallagher switches positions with Dandini. Now gets it back. Little body screen. Gallagher drive. Hits the corner. Pierre Lewis rises up with the jumper. Won't roll for him. Gallagher gets the loose ball. Puts it back up. Missed, but Purcell cleans up the garbage and lays it in.
Purcell just comes right out of that crowd. I mean, unbelievable the height and leaping advantage that he has over everybody else under the basket.
Bet he's been working on that vertical leap.
Tebow buries a three with a clean look. Purcell got a hand in his face, but it was after the launch. 22-13 Fitchburg. Right down floor, Dandini nails a runner. 22-15. 6:50 to play here in the second quarter. Les, catch and replace with Tebow. Three back rim, no. Rebound down for Dandini.
Leominster out rebounding Fitchburg a lot to a little right now.
Dolce with a straight look, now slows the pace. Passes to the near side. Alejandro got a hand on it, but the loose ball made it to Gallagher. Pierre Lewis, baseline drive, bounce pass, and there's a foul call back on the baseline there as Pierre Lewis was being bothered.
Blue Devils a little out of control there in that possession. A little sloppy in the passing lanes. Luckily it didn't end up with an easy lay-in going the other way for the Red Raiders.
Tebow got hit for the foul, his second, the 8th on the Red Raiders tonight. 1 plus the bonus opportunity for Javensky, Pierre Lewis.
And the Blue Devils need to take advantage of this foul disparity right now. They can play aggressively on the defensive end, but they need to take it to the Red Raiders and just work on these 8 fouls and get them into the double bonus here as quickly as they can.
The sophomore Pierre Lewis, a forward, 6'4" he stands at the foul line. Front end goes. 22-16. On a make, Pierre Lewis will get a spell as Logan Sarnovitz will check in, and now a timeout before Pierre Lewis gets his second shot opportunity. Chance for us to catch our breath in this second game of a doubleheader and before a great crowd tonight. And again, cannot say enough to the administrations of these two schools for bringing this rivalry front and center in basketball and having a combined varsity doubleheader. Great finish to the girls' game first off tonight. A 48-38 Leominster win in comeback fashion. And now a battle out here on the floor. Leominster trying to battle back into this one.
I mean, and the atmosphere here is just incredible tonight. You know, I never really pictured Leominster Gym as a bandbox, as you like to refer to smaller gyms.
Yes.
But I tell you, the crowd is making the gym feel small tonight, and I just love the energy, not only on the court, but what we're feeling in the stands also.
I think it feels small too.
Seen a great showing tonight from administrations as well. I see Fitchburg High School principal Jeremy Roach in attendance tonight. I saw Leominster High School principal Christopher Lord is in attendance tonight, along with their other staff members, vice principals Steve Dobzinski of Leominster, Tom DiGeronimo of Fitchburg, respectively, as well, here tonight as well, along with their athletic directors and other staff here tonight with a great crowd on hand as well.
And Todd, you're here too.
Good to be here. Pierre Lewis goes 2 of 2 on the trip with a timeout in between. 22-17, Fitchburg with the lead.
All right, so we're going to see. I'm going to pick your brain here when we get a chance. Pierre Lewis, I don't recall seeing him play any JV games. You know, is he a transfer student or somebody new in town?
That's an excellent question. I don't know. But
by
James
I was waiting for that.
All 6'5" rains down the tomahawk. Drew Tebow with the take back on the other end. Missed, and Purcell feeling the adrenaline with the rebound. 22-19, Leominster trailing. Purcell with the ball at the foul line. Hard pass into the corner, maybe a little too amped up. It was fielded by Dandini expertly. Dandini with a nice physical take to the basket, swatted out of bounds. They say Dandini with the last touch, and it's Fitchburg basketball.
Lucky he didn't get called for a foul there, reaching over the back. A lot of energy on both ends of the court, though, but you talk about how to wake up a crowd, and I hope we get to see a lot more of that from Purcell, and you can just feel it. You knew that was going to happen, and I was glad to see him get it out of the way here. And just a great feeling, the energy that brings to a game when a player does that.
5:41 to play here in the first half, 22-19. Fitchburg's lead right now. Les steps back on the accelerator. Puts it in the corner for Ware. Launches a three, no, but a foul on the floor. It must have been on the rebounding action.
Yeah, I think they're going to get number 20, Saranovic right there.
Ware bit the dust after taking the three.
I think he just fell down from losing his balance, but the ball was way short, and Red Raider realized that. Saranovic late to the rebound.
That one only the Blue Devils' second.
Where? The inbound for Les, who pulls up for the jumper, and it's good for 2. 24-19 Fitchburg.
Billy, what did you say Les has been averaging?
14. Oh, let me get it up here. 14-7.
Yeah,
James
right now he's
Purcell
only
with
got
the low
5.
block. Sorry, Kate. Lays it in and good. It's
Oh,
a
you're doing
3-point
play-by-play.
game.
Just having a conversation over here.
24-21. Fitchburg's lead is tightening.
Turnover by the Red
And
Raiders.
yes, indeed. Threw that one out of bounds. Right over to Leominster High School head coach Dave Palazzi.
I'm going to get spoken to about speaking over the play-by-play.
Uh-oh.
Coming.
No,
It's coming.
I'll converse with you.
Good news, nobody's noticing your conversation on air right now. Here's Dandini.
Oh!
Leader around it won't go. Cernovitz tried the second opportunity, won't go either. Jose Alejandro back down floor, pops a 2, won't go. And they've got a foul call from the half-court line. Over the back is the
I
call.
thought it was bear hug.
It will go against the Red Raiders. It'll be Leominster basketball.
I think that was against Thiebaud.
That'll be his third, team 9th.
Is it Thiebaud or Tebow?
Tebow.
Which way are we going? Tebow.
Tebow.
I think he was introduced
I suppose
to
Thomas TH, Thiebaud TH. I should know better.
We're going with Tebow.
And this is going to be a shooting foul.
Yeah, because it is the 9th on the Red Raiders.
Yep.
Leominster has been in the bonus from about 2 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It was somewhere between 2 and 5.
Dandini having a conversation with one of the Zebras.
Probably telling him, I like your
Intensity?
aggression and your energy, but
Slow
I'm
your
having
roll.
trouble keeping up with you.
Maybe a little amped up. It's always that delicate balance anytime you get set to officiate Leominster and Fitchburg.
Managing personalities more than anything.
Indeed, Dandini missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Fitchburg's lead is 3, and they look to add. It's 24-21 Fitchburg. 4:40 to play here in the second quarter.
Purcell's ankle just gave out. He tripped over
I
himself.
saw that. I
Little
wonder if he's
twinge.
going to get up limping.
Les from the right elbow, and he gets it to fall. 26-21, little fadeaway move. Hard up floor, Dandini for Dolce. Back to Gallagher. Go inside Purcell, create some space. It won't go. Purcell, another opportunity. Off the basket. No! No, the foul is ruled
No way.
on the floor. The crowd came alive. Coach Kevin Grudgefield on fire right now, screaming
Billy, you
at
said he
official
was
Timmy
calm.
O'Brien.
Oh, William.
I said he doesn't show a lot of emotion,
Oh,
but
there it was.
it does come out. I think I did preface that, but it does come out.
That's the 10th foul
But I
for
mean,
Fitchburg.
that was an emotional play, and I disagree with that. That was a continuation putback, and that's where that foul occurred, not on the rebound.
I would agree with you. That one missed.
He caught it and just leapt back up. I mean, I don't see where there was a foul on the floor there. There was no time for a foul.
I didn't get a high five. Why didn't I get a high five?
Purcell with a second opportunity.
You're not in the front room.
Cheap.
Can't get either of them to go on that trip. Jose Alejandro with the rebound and the acceleration. No basket and the foul on the floor.
Jack Scott just kind of looks over and says, I want that.
Yeah, he's saying the same thing, and
Yeah.
he's saying, down this end of the floor, we didn't count it. Now down this end of the floor, we
Yeah.
can't count it. Or somebody will be on fire, so. And now the conversation is, hey, you're even, just in case you're wondering.
Oh, my God.
Loose ball on the floor, hustle play. Held ball is the call. The arrow is with Leominster.
More like a fumble recovery over
Can
there.
we return to the non-contact aspect of this? Can we talk about that for a moment?
I didn't say I believed it. I just said that
You
it is
said it.
accurate.
You said it. For all of those out there, Billy and I totally in disagreement with that comment.
4:05 to play in the second quarter. 26-21 is Fitchburg's lead.
No contact sport.
Dolce comes to the near side, Dandini. It's not football, for the record. Dolce says, hey, you're not going to let me take it. He took the three and missed. Purcell got out and rebounded. Better body position there by Mendes Morrison. Meanwhile, Jose Alejandro got an open three in the right corner and got it to go. It's 29-21. Fitchburg's lead, 3.5 to play in the first half.
Oh my
Pierre
God.
Lewis back up top, Dolce. Kicks to the near side. Dandini sees a three. Can't get it to go. Crash for the rebound. Last touch, they said, by Dolce, and it will go the other way. And I don't know that everyone wearing blue and white agreed with that, nor do I. It's always the difficult part of a hustle play like that. Typically the guy who's crashing on the play, as Dolce was, gets billed for the last touch.
For it.
But the body position there, Alejandro was inside with the last touch. Alejandro sets up for a long two. It's short, it's out of bounds, and it's Leominster basketball. 3:08 to play in the second quarter, 29-21.
Holy moly.
Fitchburg's lead.
Fitchburg slowly opening it back up here. Blue Devils need to find a way to get a basket, stem the tide.
Fast-moving night here at the gym at Leominster High School. Pierre Lewis sets up Dolce for a three. Bang! 2:50 to play. 29-24. Fitchburg's lead is 5. Jose Alejandro right back down floor for a three, and he missed.
I like the weave there that Fitchburg ran. That looked pretty.
Right at the point.
That's 80 Celtics.
Dolce with the runner. Pushed it up on the rim. It didn't fall. Battle for loose ball, and Pierre Lewis reached in on it. That's a cheap foul. You don't want to reach when you get beat on a play and cost you one that you could use somewhere down the road.
Yeah, play once he got the step on you. It does no good to reach after he's already by you. Right spot on there, Todd. That was a give-up foul.
Purcell back in the game for the Blue Devils. I can't get over the size advantage.
It's size versus speed here tonight.
Exactly. Quickness. Fitchburg's got the quickness.
Lady in the front row, nice hands, by the way. Nice
Indeed,
hands.
ball deflected over to her. Longtime Leominster fan. She's been here for years and years and years.
Todd knows everybody.
Noah Less with the ball inbounds. 2:15 to play in the second quarter. Kickback. Here's Alejandro. Loose ball to the floor.
Quick hands by Dolce there, creating that steal.
Billy, I think this is a good choice for you to have me sit over here.
I approve.
I agree.
Dolce.
I agree. You got the
Standing
whole
back near
aisle.
the
Look at-
timeline.
I can breathe.
1:50 to play in the second quarter. Dolce, underhand, sets up a three. Back rim, it dies. Purcell picks it up on the baseline. Got it up from underneath, lays it in and good.
Nice job by Purcell there with a second chance. Not really all that good a position, but used his body to spin under the basket.
Les right back down floor. He launches, hits a running jumper for two, and it's 31-26 Fitchburg. 1:25 to play in this first half. Dandini launches a three. Back rim, no. Purcell the rebound, lost it out of bounds, and this one will go to Fitchburg.
He's using that reach to get over that taller Fitchburg player, but unable to control it, trying to tip it to himself.
All right, gentlemen, similar problems for Leominster boys as there were for girls right now. 1 of 8 are the Blue Devils from beyond the arc.
3-point shooters, they're not. Les going to the ground, got the pass off, battle to the floor. Sarnovitz will kick it up to Gallagher. And now to Purcell into the front court for Dandini. Under a minute to play in the half. Dandini line drive into the front rim, no. Sarnovitz got it back up, but it didn't go. Now a loose ball. Les breaks away. 2 Blue Devils in pursuit, swatted away, out of bounds, and they call it an intentional foul.
No way.
The swat by Sarnovitz. Les went careening into the wall. I saw that play in a previous game. Maybe it was the first game of this doubleheader, and it was called just a foul.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was trailing. He had some position. He didn't just run the player over.
And he got a lot of ball there, did Sarnovitz.
Got all ball, really. This is going to be 2 in a possession for
Yes,
Fitchburg.
it will be.
Hate to see this with less than a minute and a half left in the half here.
Hart called the foul intentional when he got a hold of the ball.
If you thought the gym was rowdy before.
It's only going to get uglier as this night
I mean,
continues.
if you don't get ball and you get shoulders and you push the kid down, that's one thing. But he got a lot of ball on that play.
You mean like a two-hand shove into the back?
Yeah.
Go back and revisit the first game where you'll see that same call happen. consistency. That's all I'd like to see.
Yeah, Riley didn't get that call in the first game, as I recall.
And I remember she went careening into the wall as well.
Exactly.
She's in front of us. Should we ask her?
I'll bet she felt it was intentional. Les hits a three.
Turns
Fitchburg
into a
takes advantage of the opportunity.
5-point play.
36-26, and the lead is 10 once again. Here's Dandini. Cross court.
Travel.
Lost out of bounds. That's Josh Sinus Jr. on that one.
A lot of high difficulty, dangerous passing going on cross court by the Blue Devils.
Yeah, and I think there was a couple opportunities to get inside there, and that didn't quite.
Missed the alley-oop.
Wasn't taken advantage of.
20 seconds to play in the half. Alejandro throws up a wild shot. It won't go. Saranowitz got the ball and went to the floor. Up court, he goes for Dandini from the seat of his pants. Dandini to spin. At the basket, and they foul. Chance for a three-point play. Oh, my.
What a spin move by Anthony Dandini.
And credit Logan Saranowitz, who got a rebound, went all the way to his back on the floor, got himself into position to just kind of roll the ball forward to Dandini, who took it all the way down floor, coast to coast in transition.
Very surprised that a Red Raider didn't jump on him there when he was exposed on the floor, create that held ball. Would have been Red Raiders' possession there too, but nice job by Dandini down the offensive end.
9.7 seconds to play in the second quarter. Dandini can't get the shot to go. Purcell, the putback falling away. It will go. 6-point game, 36-30. Fitchburg holding the lead. Alejandro, good at the buzzer.
Breakdown right there.
Noah Less with the speed, flies down the floor, feeds Jose Alejandro, who buries the shot at the buzzer. 38-30 in a fast-moving first half of action.
Wow. Wow.
Fitchburg speed certainly beating Leominster's physicality in that first half.
Yeah, Fitchburg definitely beating Leominster down the court on transition. Looking to push the ball every opportunity, even on made baskets. And it showed right there. The final play of the half was pretty indicative of what we saw the entire half out of the Red Raiders.
38-30, Fitchburg on top at the half. We've got your full breakdown of the first half of action. Preview second half action when we continue. You're watching Leominster High School basketball right here on Leominster TV. .30 at the half here on Leominster TV. Todd Robbins with Bill Thomas and Kate Robbins alongside as well. Leominster trailing by 8 at the half, and Billy, it could have been a lot more. They battled it back into this one, got a lot more going as we went through the tail end of the first quarter, and then on into the second quarter, they seemed to build some momentum.
Yeah, it could have been a double-digit lead for Fitchburg, but the one thing I really didn't like about the way that first half wound down, that intentional foul, that was a 5-point play right there. And Leominster is trailing by 8 now. Would have been much different. I just think I don't agree with that call. It's obviously water.
I have no problem with it being a foul
under
call.
the bridge and over there. No, it was a foul.
It was a foul. It was a hard foul.
A hard foul. But I have to say, I was impressed the way Leominster held in there after being down 11-zip to start the game. Came battling back, a lot of energy, but you talked about it. The difference between the girls' game and the boys' game. It's like a snail and a rabbit, basically a turtle and a rabbit. But I love the energy that we're seeing here tonight. Can't talk about it enough. Great atmosphere, and just all the credit to the two schools for bringing this rivalry together like this.
No question about it. And, of course, I've been involved in a lot of women's games where the tempo looks much like this men's game does. It's just the tempo that those two teams chose. They chose a much slower tempo versus when we stepped into the boys' game. These two teams have chosen to go up and down the floor as fast as they possibly can.
Well, I think the one thing Leominster might want to do is just reel it in a little bit. They can't win a track meet against Fitchburg, but I think they need to start using their size. I saw them calling out a couple of plays, maybe work their half-court sets. I think we might see more of that in the second half.
No question about it. Kate,
I'm being robbed.
You're being robbed, pickpocketed as we sit here of your Kleenex. Let's take a look
I'm
at
sick. I need them.
our first half stats. It's been one heck of a night.
Oh, my God. All right, let's start first with the Red Raiders side of the ball. Team totals first. 12 rebounds, 2 steals, 6 turnovers. They are 14 of 26 from the field. They're shooting 54% from the field. They do, however, have 11 missed threes. Individual stats for the Red Raiders: Alejandro with 8, Tebow with 5, Les with 14, Crespo with 2, Ware with 6, and De Leon with 3 points thus far. On the Blue Devils side of the ball, team totals first: 24 rebounds. Thank you, Mr. Purcell, for most of those. 4 steals, 12 turnovers. They are 12 of 36 from the field. They in the first and second quarters, they're shooting 33% from the field. They have 8 missed threes as a team. Individual stats for the Blue Devils: Dolce with 3, Sarnovitz with 2, Pierre Lewis with 8, Purcell with 12, and Dandini with 5. That's your 8-point deficit, 38-30 advantage Fitchburg with 2:49 left before Bradley has to run.
Bill, I agree with your point. Leominster's got to slow things down in the second half, play a little bit more within themselves. They've got to make each opportunity, each possession, they've got to score some points.
Yeah, they're not a fast break team. They need to use their size. Not to saying if the fast break's there, don't run the court. But I think they need to use Purcell and their other taller players, work the ball inside. We saw what happens, get Fitchburg in foul trouble, and I think that might be the key to winning this game in the second half.
38-30, Fitchburg on top of Leominster at the half. Second half action tips off when we come back. You're watching Leominster High School Hoops right here on Leominster TV. Back inside the gym at Leominster High School, ready for second half action. Fitchburg on top of Leominster. 38-30 as we get set to start the second half of action. You could see the two teams when they came out on the floor, both jacked up for this second half, and the crowds filing back in from out in the concession area and the restroom area. People are excited about this game. Bill Thomas, we were just having a conversation with the officials down here on the floor. They love it as well. It's great. You can stay. You can watch another game. You can get here early. You can see a game beforehand. Win-win. Great approval, if you will, to having back-to-back varsity boys and girls doubleheaders.
2 thumbs up. I'll just say that. 2 thumbs up. Good job, athletic directors.
At least in this rivalry, and as the officials get set to put the ball in play, and the crowd, again with this massive crowd, they've got to move some people back. There is just this large throng of people on both sides.
Especially the Fitchburg. Yeah, I mean, the student bodies, none of them want to get up in the stands. They all want to stand down on the floor. You got to have room to operate over there, kids.
This is Brickyard-esque back in the days of the old Fitchburg High School. People standing right out on the floor. And the inbound, and we're underway.
And aggressive right off the inbounds pass.
The clock has not started here as we've begun the second half. The clock still has not started.
Hello, clock.
There it is. And now it has begun. Ball out of bounds.
Leominster gets the ball.
There we go. They let it run a couple extra seconds, and hey, I think we're good. 6 seconds into this one.
Mike's a little out of practice.
No, I saw him shaking the clicker. It wasn't going for him. I just wasn't working for him.
Oh, that's funny.
And now a kicked basketball. They'll reset back to 30. Angel Colina will have the inbound. Leominster going right to left in this second half. Dandini gets the ball up top for Dolce, who strokes a 3. And the lead is 5. It's 38-33. 7.5 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Couple of three-pointers from Andy.
Colina picks the pocket, and then they call him for the double dribble in transition.
Oh, boy.
Colina a little frustrated, made the nice pick of Les, clean on the inside, and then got 2 hands on the basketball in transition. It is possible to indeed go too fast. Tebow gets a look for a 3 from the left corner. It won't go. Purcell's got the rebound uncontested. Shovels it up for Colina. Now feeds Dolce. Dolce for Dandini. Drops it down low. Pierre Lewis. Little give and go. Dandini in the paint. Got it on the rim. Purcell slaps the follow. It won't go. Out of bounds. Last touch by Purcell. Fitchburg basketball. 1 minute into this one. It's 38-33.
2 good looks under the basket there by Dandini and Purcell. Neither one of them get it to go down.
Tebow with the drive. Got his pocket picked. Dandini with the loose ball. Dandini dribbles it out of trouble. Dandini stops, kicks for Purcell back up top. Now finds Dolce. Over to Dandini. Deep three. Buries it.
I was about to say Purcell's got to get under the basketball. When Dandini hits that, he doesn't need to be under the basket.
And the lead is just 2. It's Fitchburg 38 and Leominster 36. 6:20 to play in the third. Noah Less gets some elevation. Can't get the jumper to go. Purcell's got himself a rebound. Dolce into the corner. Colina swatted out of bounds.
Favorite thing so far, Steve Duzinski yelling out calls down on the baseline, talking to Purcell. Apparently it doesn't get old.
No, it never gets old. You can take the coach out of the job, but not the job out of the coach. Purcell lost it, re-corralled, got the shot up and missed, but cleaning up the garbage. There's Pierre Lewis, and he says, let me eat as we go down floor. 38 all, 5:55 to play in the third quarter.
I might add Pierre Lewis, a sophomore, coming up big tonight. First taste of this rivalry at this level.
Tebow loses the ball through his hands out of bounds, and Leominster will get the basketball back.
This is an 8-0 run for Leominster right now to start this second half. I want to see some stamping out of Dubs. If he's going to do it, just stamp. Come on.
Here's Dolce, takes it up floor. Looking to build on the 8 unanswered for the Blue Devils to open. The near side. Pierre Lewis's shot hit the underside of the rim for Purcell. Got it back, reloaded. Pierre Lewis won't go. Third opportunity, missed as well. Fourth opportunity, and it goes!
Filling up the stat sheet right there.
And Leominster with their first lead of the night at 40-38. 5:15 to play in the third quarter. Pierre Lewis, 4 opportunities. Long 2 with the jumper, won't go. Dandini the rebound.
Pierre Lewis calling for the ball.
He wants it again.
He's feeling it.
Gotta get yourself open.
He's got a size advantage too underneath, so he wants to use that.
I've got holding on 23 red right now.
No kidding. There's the jumper, miss. Dandini puts back his own miss. 42-38. 4:45 to play in the third quarter, and Coach Jack Scott says timeout.
That's a 12-0 run right now.
Nice job by Dandini running the baseline. A lot of opportunities to be had on the baseline, but you got to be brave enough to go down there.
Fitchburg has picked up 2 points in this second half. It was 36-30 at the half.
It was 38. 30.
Don't question the scorekeeper.
It was 36-0.
32. 32. It was 36. No, 38-30. It was an 8-point lead.
All right, if you say
No,
so.
but I'll tell you why.
Yes.
Because we commented how it could be a 3-point lead, but that 5-point swing expanded that lead with less than a minute to go, and that's what really created such a big margin, which was 8 points at the half.
We report, you decide. 4:45 to play in the third quarter. 42-38.
I'm not going home with either one of you guys tonight.
I don't know if any of us are going home with each other tonight. Bradley, you want to come home? Bradley picked Billy. What are you,
Bradley,
serious?
Billy.
roll that bean footage, Bradley.
Coming out of the timeout. 4:45 to play in the third quarter.
I'm going to jinx the whole thing. No fouls so far here in the second half.
I know,
doubt
that's
about it.
amazing.
It's been quiet. Yeah, I was going to say, it could be quick. Here comes Noah Less coming out of the timeout. Coach Jack Scott trying to slow things down. Less feeds Tebow. Tebow gets a little screen. Now the screen and roll. Shot up, shot and missed. That was Alex Flores seeing his first action. Ball out of bounds. And the ball will go to the Blue Devils.
Purcell jumping out to double team up there at the high arc there, but not a good decision leaving his man free. Lucky it didn't cost the Blue Devils 2 points there.
Here's Dolce. Comes to the near side, Purcell. Purcell, little crossover, dribble behind the back, got held up, rose up for the shot, tried to bang it in, it won't go. And Dolce crashed out of bounds and the ball back to the Red Raiders. 4:08 to play in the third. 42-38, Leominster with the lead. Their first of the night, and according to Kate, on a 12-0 run.
Sounds good to me. According to Kate. You're a piece of work.
Tebow with the jumper at the foul line, missed everything. Purcell's got a rebound. Well, if I'm right, then I'm a genius, and if I'm wrong, well, it was according to you. What's new?
I think we're about to make it a 14-0 run right here.
It could be. Waiting for a screen. Dolce working on Laz. Got the shot off, and he got fouled. Two shots coming up from Manny Dolce.
Manny Dolce, sneaky quick.
Yes, he is.
You see him at the top of the key. He's kind of hanging around. He's got this drop step move and very sedate looking, but when he wants to kick it into gear, he's got a really quick first step.
It's been one of my favorite matchups to watch tonight. It's been Manny Dolce matched up on Noah Less.
Yeah.
Speed on speed. Two short guys, both around the probably 5'7" range. But quick first steps, deadly quick first steps.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the only speed aspect that the Blue Devils have is in Dolce, and it's a great matchup to watch. Obviously the energy Dandini brings, I think he thinks he's carrying the rock for a first down every time he gets a hold of the ball. But I love seeing his energy.
Ever the fullback, and Dolce gets it to go. 44-38, Leominster's lead, 3.5 to play in the third.
That's a 14-0 run to start the second half.
Potentially.
Sounds good to me.
Allegedly.
Jose Alejandro into the front court. Feeds Flores. Flores, the no bend three, does not go. Dandini the rebound, doesn't have the numbers. Slow, spins, and now steps back, and he'll feed Colina. Dandini for Colina. Round through Dolce. Saranovitz, a three in the left corner will go. 47-38, under 3 to play in the third quarter. Leominster on top. Less for Flores on the near side. Cross-court skip, puts it in the hands of Crespo. Crespo underneath for Alejandro. Now Alejandro to Alejandro.
Oh,
Jose
boy.
Alejandro with the up and under move. He got fouled. And Jose Alejandro goes to the line for 2.
It's been a very long 5 minutes and 17 seconds here for Fitchburg, having trouble finding the net.
They have not been able to put it together as we've started this second half of action. And Alejandro can't get that one to go.
This is one of those times when halftime tends to hurt a lot of teams. You just want to keep playing. Coach, don't talk to me. Let's just go. Let's go. That's kind of it's a heartbreaker about sports like basketball, football. Sometimes you just want to keep playing.
You got to hit that
This
reset
can
button.
happen.
Alejandro's second will go.
First points of the quarter for Fitchburg.
47-39, 2:40 to play.
Because I said so.
Breaks away from the pack. He lays it in. No dribble needed. Got his 2 steps and took off.
Pretty looking layup by Dandini.
Todd, look, there's nobody.
49-39, Leominster's lead is 10.
Nobody. It's
2:25
empty.
to play in the third quarter.
I'm going to go talk to Mike.
Little swim move. Head fake now, Alejandro.
Oh,
drives in between 2, high off glass, and it almost came down.
Dandini's trying to take that foul. Did they give it
Yeah,
to
no,
him?
I think it's Gallagher. No.
Nope, they gave it. Dandini was trying to take it because he knew that wow, I can't even say
Saranovic?
it.
Yes.
Saranovic?
Had 2 already. Dandini with only 1, who's trying to take it for him. Didn't work.
Or was trying to plead completely innocent. I didn't do nothing. I'm straight up and down.
He jumped into me.
That's right. Alejandro hits that one.
Fitchburg's second point
And their lead is
of the second half.
cut to 9. It's 49-40.
Billy's telling me to
Leominster.
give it a rest.
2:17 to play in the third quarter.
How did I end up in the middle? Maybe this is where I should be all the time.
I'm feeling very unbalanced over here on the far right side, in case you're wondering.
It's the people. I don't like people.
Uh-huh.
The feng shui just isn't working.
That's their third point.
If the Feng Shui
All
Club
from the
would stop
foul line.
rearranging the tables in the picnic area, that would be great. Purcell.
Oh, boy.
Oh, sloppy pass right there.
No, he had no idea what he was going to do with the
No.
basketball there, or
But-
changed his mind mid-pass. Loose ball to Less. Rises up for the jumper. Won't go, and Dandini's got himself a rebound.
I got ups like that.
I wish. Dandini the drive. Leaner. Off the glass, and it goes.
That was a pretty drive
And
right
back
there.
to 10, 51-41 Leominster. Jose Alejandro back down floor. Purcell let it go wisely. Had a chance at a goaltend. Saranowitz stepping on the gas. Feeds Dandini for 3. It will not go. Purcell the rebound. Saves from the baseline. Dandini a 3. Missed everything out of bounds.
Rushed
the
that one a
lid
little bit.
was going to explode off this building.
And even Coach Grushfeld got a laugh out of that. He looked over at Anthony and just kind of held his hands up.
Dandini going to get a quick break there after a flurry of action. Alfred Akachiri will check in.
Probably
for his
should have
first
taken a breath there between shots, but hey, when you're feeling it, you're feeling it. At least that's what I'm told.
51-41. I've never felt it. I'll let you know if I ever
Me
do.
either. That's why.
Both of you need to calm
That's his
down.
pity league.
Jose Alejandro, 3. Front rim, no. Purcell the rebound. Leominster's lead is 10, 51-41. 1:10 to play in the third. Colina, the runner, he kind of fell down. Loose ball comes to him, though. Sarnowitz, step back, 3, and he hits! 54-41, under a minute to play in the third quarter. Dandini whacking on the hip of Coach Crutchfield. Head fake from Alejandro. The drive, got the shot off, got fouled, and Jose Alejandro will go to the line for a couple.
If that's 20, that's his fourth.
That is. Saranovitz? It's easy, Kate.
No,
It
it's
is
not.
Logan Saranowitz,
Can we get a nickname for him?
Saranowitz.
a senior,
Saranovitz.
6'2".
I need a nickname for him.
Sarah.
No.
Let's see. Vitzi.
Alejandro right now with Fitchburg's only points in the half, all from the line.
How about we just call him Logan?
I like that, Logan.
You could call him like Seal, as in plastic wrap. Saran. would be a short
Saran,
part
yeah,
of
we'll
the
go
front.
with that.
Both y'all need to stop.
You asked.
Wrap it up, Logan.
Oh my. Alejandro hits. 54-42. 44 seconds to play in the third.
I know, we're digressing.
Pass. Tandini brings
Oh,
it up
God.
floor.
Oh, God.
Out of control, recovered, hit the side of the basket. And now Fitchburg with numbers, going the other way less. Flies out in front, lays it in and good. Alcacheri went flying into the alcove as he went through the defensive play.
First points from the field for Fitchburg. in
First
the
field goal, correct.
You don't say.
half. Yeah, I do.
Gallagher with the drive,
Oh,
gave
sloppy.
it away. Bodied up though, stopped the momentum, but the pass got away. Laid in and good for Mendes Morrison. And here comes Fitchburg, 54-46. 10 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Great play by Alejandro there, avoiding that charge and making a pass.
Morrison swatted it away, but lost it out of bounds.
Leominster getting sloppy with the ball here, and as this third quarter is winding down.
Feeling the pressure from Fitchburg as they're stepping up the speed in their defense. That pressure is increased. 3.3 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
Going to run a play here, a lob, I think. See if it works.
Coach Crutchfield having a conversation with one of the officials on the far side. 1 second to play. Purcell to the basket. Can't get it to
That's
go.
good.
The putback from Gallagher is ruled no basket. They say the shot clock expired. Coach Crutchfield signaling he thought the basket counted. The officials discussing things. And of course,
Now, why is it the FAR official making that call? Why?
the FAR official is the only one that can see the clock
Oh, whatever.
and the shot. That's the
my
problem.
pink hat comes back again.
Unfortunately,
Why
I
do you
mean,
need to see the clock when you have a buzzer?
Because
this is that whole
sight
light
and
versus sound
light
thing.
versus sound
Moving.
thing.
That is why. Now remember, Leominster's gym not equipped with the latest in technology for basketball. It also barely conforms to a rule for the shot clock needing to be posted on the backboard. The shot clock is within view, but remember, high school rules and college rules require that the game clock and shot clock be positioned at the top of the glass.
Billy and I have to have a conversation. Billy, I want you to look at the scoreboard and take a mental picture. Ready?
54-46. I just did.
Good.
Write it down somewhere.
It is written down.
Hold
I write
on,
it down
hold on.
every single time.
I wrote it down as well, just in case.
Kate,
Thanks,
I
bud.
wrote down the first half score too.
So did I. So did I.
All right, fine. I've been wrong before, but then again, it turned out I was wrong.
You were wrong because you were right.
It is what it was. All important fourth quarter. Tip it off right now here on Leominster TV.
Come on, come to the ball.
Your favorite and only team with you. Todd Robbins with Bill Thomas and Kate Robbins as well.
It's all,
Back in the ball game. Gets the loose ball. And lays
Lets
it
the
in.
Raid Redders fly by him. Great job.
56-46. 7:45 to play in the fourth.
it should be 48.
Shot up, swatted
58.
Oh,
away.
no, you're right.
50,
You're right.
50, right, 56-46.
Foul is on Purcell. Kate, I wrote down the score at the end of the third quarter. It was 54-46. It's 56-46, and Leominster scored 2. 7:40 to play here in the fourth quarter, and the foul was billed to Purcell.
His first.
Very disciplined game thus far.
For somebody as active as he is on the boards, both offensive and defensively, I'm amazed that that's his first foul.
Able to play
the way
very
the game
cleanly.
has been called. Yeah, very clean.
Well, and
he
early.
uses his reach wisely, I should say. It doesn't reach over. He keeps the ball up in the air.
Alejandro, 0 of 2 on the trip. Loose ball to the floor. That's Pierre Lewis at the bottom of the pack. It's a held ball with 2 Red Raiders. And on the alternate possession, Fitchburg's going to get the basketball
Talking
back.
about Purcell and his lack of fouls, remember early on in his career, he was foul happy.
Yeah, as a
he would come
sophomore,
into the game
right,
and just
junior.
start hacking away.
True. Make good use of his 5 fouls quickly.
Yes, very quickly.
Well, I think
Long 5 count there. And the inbound. Shot up and missed. Loose ball out of bounds. And it's Leominster basketball. Tebow with the last touch.
I think another thing you got to consider, Purcell's playing from a different perspective. As a starter, he needs to play smarter. As a reserve, he wants to get all he can get when he's out there.
Dandini breaks the press into the front court. 30 seconds into this fourth quarter, you can still feel the energy in the building. 56-46, crowd on both sides, waiting for something to cheer about. Dandini from the angle got fouled. Little lean there by Antonio Ware. Ware, who went 3 of 3 in the first quarter shooting threes, been pretty quiet since then.
Yeah, I think the Blue Devils have done a good job matching up against him and not letting him find his spot. I know he was loving that corner over there, that far corner on the right side, and been taking that away from him.
Dandini's at the line. He's got 2 coming his way.
Oh.
That one won't go. 7:14 to play in the fourth. 56-46. Leominster's lead is 10. Dandini would like to make it 11.
Oh, high-pitched screaming. Yay.
And that one will go. 57-46, Leominster's lead is 11. 7:10 to play here in the fourth quarter. Here's Les with the crossover to the foul line. Little underhand to Ware. Ware floats to Tebow. Step back with some room. The jumper missed. Tebow crashes for his own board. He's got it. Working on Purcell. Shot up. Purcell got a piece of it. Outlet for Dandini. Got some room. Takes a 3. And he buries it with a big smile.
He felt that one. Took his time and nailed it.
Les comes right back down the floor. He thought he had it and he missed. Colina loads up Dandini again. Dandini back to Colina. 6.5 to play in the fourth. 60-46 is Leominster's lead.
Coach Grutchfield is barking out orders.
And a hold. Tebow's going to be called for this one. He had a handful of jersey on Purcell.
Well, the only way he's going to stop that lob, because Purcell was going to spin on him.
Billy, if you have Coach Grutchfield on the K-Zone, I think you need to discuss.
He's quite animated tonight, I must say.
You think?
It's nice to see that energy out of the coach. Well,
he
I did
takes
mention
some time
how
out.
he starts the game in a very calm demeanor, but before the
Zen.
first quarter's over, the tie's half off, the sleeves are up, and he looks like he just ran a marathon.
I know in his last appearance on Howie Kahn in your Scholastic Sports Zone, Coach Grudgefield said to you that his wife was helping him work on some of those issues.
Yeah.
My wife helps me work on all of mine as
He
well.
goes from DEFCON 1 to DEFCON 5. You know, there's no progression. It's just like all of a sudden you look over there and he's all in. You know, it's great to see though.
Is it the opposite?
5 is all. 1 is when nothing's going on. 5 is Armageddon.
Yes, correct. 1 is peacetime. 5 is all hell broke loose. 6:29 to play in the fourth quarter. It's Leominster 60 and Fitchburg 46. Happy to have you along with us. Our first night of hoops coverage right here on Leominster TV. We started with a Blue Devil win of 48-38 on the girls' side of this Fitchburg-Leominster rivalry. You can catch that one in replay along with replays of this one on Leominster.tv on demand. You can also check it out on Verizon channel 30.
Something.
32 and and Comcast channel 9.
I just want to let you know you are like at the top and peak of your game right now.
I try. I try. Couple more notes in front of me, I'll be great.
Turnover on the inbounds that passed there, got batted right back to Kalina as he stood out of bounds. Very unfortunate.
The peak performance of the game.
You try not to peak in your first games. Gives you something to build for.
I can talk over your play-by-play if you want.
Alejandro from the elbow fading away, missed. Purcell's got a rebound.
I'm guessing he's got to have about 20 of those.
A lot of missed shots.
And a lot
Feels
of
like
uncontested rebounds at that.
Fitchburg has 17 missed threes.
Dolce kicks a little turnaround. Lost possession there for Purcell. Ball stays alive for the Blue Devils. Pierre Lewis got to an angle and missed. And foul on the floor. Javensky Pierre Lewis was fouled before he got that second shot opportunity up. They say the foul's on the floor, so it's a possession foul for the Blue Devils. 5:53 to play here in the fourth. 60-46, Leominster's lead.
Good
And
tenacity
no
by Pierre
points
Lewis.
thus far for Fitchburg in the fourth quarter.
That is correct.
Wow. Love that. Love it when a plan comes together.
And down the floor comes Mendes Morrison. Throws up an odd-looking shot, but he got fouled, and Morrison goes to the line for two.
I got to want to comment on the play down here. I'm very impressed with Pierre Lewis's play. Only a sophomore, and being exposed to this type of atmosphere first time around, and just doing a great job tonight. Battling under the boards, doing a great job playing down low beside Purcell.
And that shot will fall for Morrison. And Billy, I'll build off of that. I remember when Purcell looked very similar out there. Hadn't quite grown into his features yet as a sophomore. Pierre Lewis with a couple more years of development. He's going to grow into those long, lanky features. It'll be fun to watch his development.
Well, I'm guessing he's got to be about 6'4" right now, and he's got a few inches to grow at least.
They list him at 6'4". He could finish around 6'6". And Dandini with a bang! A three in the corner makes it 63-48.
Dandini's got a number of threes. 3 of them? I was going to give him at least 5.
Nope, just 3.
They've all seemed like big shots, though.
Antonio Ware launches one up and misses. Purcell's got a rebound and up floor for Dandini. Hard to the floor. And he gets the timeout.
Oh, wow.
Looked like he was laying out to make a catch across the 15-yard line.
Coach
Took it all
Crutchfield
the way to the floor.
running down there, calling timeout before he had a chance to do anything with the ball. The trail official right on it. Good job.
5:15 to play in the fourth quarter. 63-48. Mid-season form here at the tail end of December.
I tell you,
like you.
officials
Wow.
are looking. Where's the substitute official? They're looking like they need to spend a little time on the bench catching their breath.
Up and down and
Frantic.
up and down and up and down. And you wonder why they've been lobbying for a third official in high school basketball.
Tonight I can see why. They could use one. They could
Didn't we
really
have a
use
third
one.
official
That-
at Fitchburg last
That
year?
bold experiment
It
went
was
for a
lovely.
while.
It was lovely.
I
And
think
like
in
most
the
bold
playoffs,
experiments.
they used 3 in the playoffs.
They do use 3 in the playoffs.
One from the west, one from the west, and another one from the west.
Seemingly on all of our – and by the way, we almost made it to the end of our first basketball broadcast
Without talking about the
without
West.
mentioning the fact that both Leominster
Nailed it.
teams will
Nailed
compete
it.
in Western Mass again this year.
Well, we're west of
Billy.
495. That's all that matters.
We're west of the MIA offices, which is all that matters to
West
them
of
down in
Franklin.
Franklin.
Hey, did you notice that
How long did that take?
Yeah.
Wait, there's no
Mark the
clock in
time.
here, so we can't tell.
5:15 in the fourth quarter. Second
I
game
screwed
of the
that
night.
up. I brought it up.
Yeah, I know you
I
did.
had nothing to do with
Dang
it.
it.
But I'll take every opportunity I can. Here's Purcell. Back for Dandini. Deep three.
Wow.
He hits. Oh,
That should be worth
my. He's shaking his own head.
That's
He
4.
can't believe it went. 5 minutes to play in this one.
That's an NBA
66
three
to
right
48
there.
Leominster.
He's chirping it up over
He
there in
is.
the
He's got
corner.
a big smile. He's
Talking
like,
to the crowd.
He's doing a lot of talking.
There's a kid who spent his entire life competing against Fitchburg.
Yep.
Here's the drive. Jose Alejandro drew some contact. continued through the shot. Dandini back down the floor. That one won't go. And a foul is going to be called. Couldn't hear the whistle.
Nice
Coach
job picking
Budgefield
him out,
wanted the held ball, but Pierre Lewis is going to get called. He came over the back on
Anthony
the tie.
Dandini helping up a Red Raider.
Yeah, good
He
job
helps
there.
up Ware.
Antonio Ware, yep, shaking off.
So that is Pierre Lewis's fourth.
And a great correlation between the sophomore Pierre Lewis, what we're seeing out of him tonight, and James Purcell. You know, we've been doing this 3 years. We saw James when he came in 3 years ago. I think he got some meaningful playing time, but pretty much a mirror image of what we saw out of Purcell 3 years ago.
4.5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter, 66-48. Dolce got stripped. Out of bounds. Leominster will keep the basketball. A nice job by Jose Alejandro hustling back into the play after he lost the ball. And he was able to prevent Leominster from scoring on that possession, at least for the moment. Here's the inbound. Purcell inside. Through Dolce to Dandini. And back to Dandini. Another three. This one off the mark. Crashes though, and it won't fall for him. Back in the play again. He's got his own rebound. This time a three. Third opportunity. He hits. Oh,
wow.
My.
Where does he get the energy? It's just unbelievable.
Uncanny. Drew Tebow to respond with a three. Can't get it to go. Dandini says, give it to me again. Why not?
I'm on my spot.
Dolce. Purcell at the foul line. Purcell down the lane. And there'll be a call for a block.
Dandini must be approaching 20 for the game now.
He's well over.
I was going to say, he's with 4 threes, maybe 5 threes now. He's got to be approaching 25, I'm guessing.
27,
27 for Dandini. And he
Todd,
came
can you
into
talk
the
about
game,
the rebounding
He came into the game as a team's leading scorer at 14.0. And but this explosion by him tonight, you can tell there's a little bit of rivalry running in his veins, and he's showing it tonight.
Purcell hits at the foul line to put Leominster over the 70 mark. 70-48, 3:49 to play in the fourth quarter.
And you didn't think they were going to get to 50.
And Purcell gets the roll on that one as well. 71-48. 3:45 to play in the fourth quarter.
41-10, second half.
Les hits a three.
Let's make that 41-13. Leominster's outscored the Red Raiders here in the second half.
It is a 20-point lead for Leominster at 71-51. Guy from the front row launches one from his seat and miss. Might be the shoes. They looked a little heavy. Whoa, everybody's all tied up.
I wouldn't want to be inbounding the ball for Leominster over there. Just going to. Can you imagine?
And here comes Principal Jeremy Roach standing over there.
Let the kids play.
Just reminding the crowd. Want to keep everything classy.
Yeah.
That's very nice of Principal Roach.
Coach Jack Scott, he'd seen enough of Alejandro.
Yeah.
Pulled him out of the game and is having a little heart-to-heart with him. There's good ways and bad ways
Emotions.
to function in a 20-point game, and I admire that maneuver to take him out. Dandini has to dribble, thought about a cross-court pass.
I feel like if it's you looked over at Purcell, on 2 or 3 occasions Purcell has been given the opportunity to run the point, and no thank you.
I'm all set. Dandini missed that one. Haven't said that often tonight. Here's Les, back down floor, hits a three.
I think Leominster's got to start thinking clock here too. You don't want to start rushing. The clock's your friend right now.
Agreed. But they continue to keep the pedal to the metal. Saranowitz, the mid-range jumper.
I don't like that. Didn't
Way
like that
too
one.
fast.
Rodriguez comes down with a rebound. Flies it back up floor for Walker. Walker gets fouled by Dandini, no basket. But Walker will go to the line for a couple of foul shots.
Dandini doesn't get cheated on the foul side either.
Does not. And
not in my house.
Second of the night.
I'd like to see Leominster playing a little smarter here now, though, with ball control. It's kind of like, let's run the ball.
Well, and think about this. This is likely the only time this year that they've had any type of substantial lead and had the opportunity to run the clock.
And of course, the adrenaline in search of your first win of the season, the first win for your new head coach, your first win against your arch rival on December 30th.
Give me another one.
Almost 2 months into the season.
Give me another one.
They badly want this one. Purcell's got himself a rebound.
Slow it down, Anthony.
Dandini spins it into the front court. Slows things down.
All right, be smart. Be smart.
And now Dandini with 20 to shoot. Working on less. Spins down the lane
Take
to dig.
your time.
Got fouled.
Take your
Dandini
time.
will have 2 shots coming from the
I
line.
don't think Dandini knows how to slow down. He's always in high gear. And for the most part, in control. Great body control by Anthony Dandini. Shows that on the gridiron field and running through a hole and sidestepping defenders and showing it here on the basketball court tonight.
If you've enjoyed this doubleheader of action, keep this date in mind. February 7th, 2017 at Fitchburg High School. 5:30 for the first one, 7 o'clock for the second. Girls and boys, doubleheader Leominster and Fitchburg
That's
again.
about the time I was going to take my 5-week road trip to Florida. I might have to delay it a day
I'd
or
at
two.
least delay it 1 or 2 days.
Yeah, what day of the week is that?
Tuesday.
Yeah, I can put it off an extra day.
There you
How many
go.
weeks?
5 weeks. Going down probably second week of February till the second week of March.
Oh boy.
Hey, that's what a retired guy can do.
Good for you.
Talk to us in the summer.
A buddy of mine's got a condo on Ormond Beach, bless his heart, so I get to stay there for a month. It's not like it's going to cost me $5,000 in hotels.
Kate and I will take you through the end of the basketball season, is what Billy just told us. Here's the underhand. Over to the near side, Walker, a 3, and he hits. Line drive buried, 72-58. 2:20 to play in the fourth quarter.
You don't want to
Walker, a lot of hands all over Purcell.
You don't want to let the
Foul
Red
call
Raiders
there.
back in the game.
Walker hustles over to talk to Jack Scott. Scott's going, okay, hit the 3, like the aggressive, get right back on defense. Can't grab anybody when you do it. That's the balance.
Purcell's will be shooting the bonus here. 1-1. Big time here. This is where you got to start hitting these foul shots.
Purcell can't get that one to go. Pierre Lewis the rebound. Won't go either. Battle, tie up. To the floor they go.
Long battle there on that tie-up. That's what gets emotions going. It is Leominster's ball on the possession arrow.
If I were to tell you that Purcell has no points from the field in the second half, would you believe me?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Dandini, I think, has got them all.
Look at them all.
And there he's got 3 more.
And there is 3 more.
I think that gives him 30.
75-58, 2 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Back when I was at Syracuse, when they crossed 75, they had a deal with a taco restaurant. It was taco time. Everybody got free tacos. Crossing 75. Didn't happen often.
He's at 31.
31. What a night.
Into the corner. Here's Ware. Cross-court jumper from the left elbow. Won't go.
And
Dandini's got a rebound.
He gets a rebound on top of it.
He's got to be in double-double situation here.
I don't keep that stat.
I know it's hard to get them all down, but rebounds and assists. Assists might be the category he's a little shy on, but
There's one.
offensive foul on Purcell, but definitely a double-double with both points and rebounds, I would say, for Dandini's pretty safe.
I would give him that.
Triple-double? I don't think so. I think he's going to be shy on assists. And the Blue Devil crowd, up 75-58, under 90 seconds to play in the fourth, finally believes that the Blue Devils will win. Here's Ware, a little drive, throws up the left-hand shot, missed, and the rebound down for Purcell.
That must be about his 25th rebound. Maybe no scoring in the second half, but he's still shown his presence in the paint.
Absolutely.
Defensive end, altering shots and getting rebounds.
And that's where you can see talented players sharing the control of a team, which is a good thing for certain. You carry the load for a while, I'll carry it for a while, and Walker gets all over.
A little twisted
Purcell
up there.
again.
You know, something strange happened there. I think Walker wanted to go over and give Purcell a little, good job there, but Purcell just walked away from him. He didn't even want to turn
he's
back.
all set with that.
He's all business, yeah.
Post-game show coming up. Leominster High School head coach Kevin Gretchfield will come visit with us for the first time tonight since he's taken over the boys program. That's coming up in the post-game. Purcell hits that one at the line. 76-58. Leominster High School head coach Dave Palazzi from the girls program slipped out the side door, but we'll catch up with him as our coverage of girls basketball continues as well throughout the year. Pierre Lewis drives to the basket, got swatted away by 3 Red Raiders. Here's Ware, back down floor, and the foul's going to be called on Colina. He pulled the arm down.
I think that's Dandini they're going to build
they're
on
going to
that
build
one.
Dandini
Yeah,
for
from the
it.
backside.
Somebody I saw grab the arm of Ware.
Could have been either one. Split them up.
Dandini gets his 4th, team 9th. 3rd. A lot of force. You're right. 3rd.
Too many 4s up there.
A lot of force.
4th period, player 44.
And Ware hits that one. 42.6 seconds to play in this one. Great crowd on hand tonight. Again, cannot say enough about this combination doubleheader in this rivalry. Let's all do it again on February 7th.
Can we play more than twice? Can we make this like a 4-game series?
Agreed. Down floor, here comes Dandini. He wants to put an exclamation on it. He got fouled and he missed the
thrilled.
shot.
I think he was thinking about trying to jam
I
that.
think
He
he
had that
wanted
look. He wanted the sky. You could
And he
see
didn't
it.
quite get high enough.
No.
He got pulled from behind. Wanted to throw the exclamation on it, but
I think he
I got to
did.
tell you, it's already on there. 76-59. 31 and a half seconds to play in this one.
Step back outside the arc,
And take the free throw
Anthony.
from there.
Yeah, take it from the back of the foul arc. He should stand right there. That's where he needs to shoot that from.
If you had a Leominster sweep tonight in this doubleheader, you are a better man or woman than I. I did not have that coming.
Now you're a woman?
Yes.
You are?
Would have been a heck of a parlay.
I am all about equality. Because a woman could have predicted this.
I was making fun of you.
What's new? 26 seconds to play in this one.
Great first win by the Blue Devils tonight.
Yes, indeed. Walker hits the 3 from straight away. Puts Fitchburg into the 60s, 77-62. Up floor, here's Gallagher. Slows things down back to Colina. Like to see them dribble this out.
Yeah.
And they will finally dribble it out. Although Les continues to play defense. Drop it back for Saranowitz, and now that's how things will end. 77-62. Leominster is the winner in the matchup tonight of the boys. A sweep, 48-38 for the girls in game 1. 77-62 for the boys in game 2. Another comeback victory for the Blue Devils. What a night.
What can you
night
say?
here from the gym at Leominster
Can
High
we play
School.
2 more?
Absolutely.
What time
I'm ready
we got?
to go again. Bring the JVs out. Let's play
Yeah.
again. Great night tonight here at the gym at Leominster High School. Looking forward to doing it again on February 7th, beginning at 5:30, with the girls matching up for the second time this season. Keep that one on the books as well. Post-game show is next. Leominster's the winner, 77-62. Stay with us. You're watching Leominster High School Hoops here on Leominster TV. Back inside the gym at Leominster High School alongside Kate Robbins, Todd Robbins, Coach Kevin Gretschfield. Coach, a big win, a first win, and against your arch rival. It doesn't get much sweeter than that.
Yeah, it was a huge victory. You know, we started out we were 0-4, new coach, new system, but it's so much fun coming to practice every day. And the seniors with Purcell and Dandini and Kalina, they make it so enjoyable, and they've stepped up tonight. I think Purcell had 23 rebounds, and Dandini just hit some huge shots we needed to. So it really, in a lot of ways, it changes everything for us because now we have some confidence. We have 3 home games coming up, so it was a special night.
When you look at the makeup on the floor, a more physical team against a speedier team,
Right.
It seemed like physicality won out in the end.
Yeah, and you know, we started out 11-0, and it didn't look good there. But we were patient. We decided we need to get the ball to Purcell as much as possible, and we pounded it inside. And then I feel like in the second half we stayed with our man-to-man. we really put a lot of pressure on the ball, and we got some big turnovers. It was a great defensive effort in the second half.
Comes at an important time in the season, obviously, like you said, before you get a couple of home games here. Desperately in need, obviously, of getting that first win after the rough start. Talk to me about where you are in your season after the first 4 games, now picking up a win here. Obviously, where are we at?
We are working so hard every day, and we're just starting now to get our defenses down. And we're starting to learn the offenses. And we have 3 winnable games coming up if we can play with the same passion and intensity we played with tonight. So I think we're in good shape. I saw a lot of really good things tonight, and a lot of kids stepped up that haven't stepped up in the past. So the future's bright.
Certainly a nice addition, Mr. Pierre Lewis joining Purcell and Dandini gives you another tree in there. Certainly builds up that inside. You got a lot of tall players can play above the rim.
Yeah, he's only a sophomore, Javinsky. He's going to be special. Great kid, listens, works hard, had some big rebounds tonight, and when he can get the rebounds and then finish for us, it makes us a different team.
Coach, as you look going forward here, as you said, you've got 3 potentially winnable games. You'll get another opportunity to play Fitchburg in a couple of months.
Right.
What are you setting the goals for? It's a little bit at a time here. Is the goal right now qualify, or is the goal get to the next win?
It's 100% on to the next game, and we can't look past that because we're not good enough. We don't have the superstars, even though Dandini and Purcell played like it tonight. So it's just going to be one practice after another, put together some good wins, and then we'll see where we're at in 2 or 3 games. But we're on the right track.
A win is a win is a win. 77-62. A first win feels good. We'll be back with more. You're watching Leominster High School basketball right here on Leominster TV. Post-game show rolls on here on Leominster TV. Bill Thomas rejoins Kate and myself. And Kate, time to take a look at those post-game numbers of a Leominster 77-62 comeback win.
Totally forgot if I wanted to be part of the post-game interview with Coach. I needed to ask
You actually have to ask a question.
I was like, whoa, this has been fun. See you later, Coach. I had stuff going in my brain. I just didn't come out and question for
You
me.
can question us.
Yeah, well,
What would you have asked him if he was here?
Well, I was going to talk to him about the defense because when we get to the numbers, kind of an interesting differentiation between Fitchburg and Leominster to the points allowed. So I was interested in the defense, but, another day.
That's another day, another interview.
Maybe I'll forget then, too. All right, let's take a look first at team totals first. Red Raiders side of the ball, 18 rebounds, 4 steals, 14 turnovers on the night. They were 20 of 49 from the field. That's 41% shooting. And they did have, it appears, 19 missed three attempts. Wow, tongue twisters there. All right, if we take a look at individual stats for the Red Raiders, Alejandro ends the night with 12, Tebow with 5, Les with 22, Crespo with 2, Walker with 6, Ware with 7, Morrison with 4, and DeLeon with 3. But if we take a look at the scoring, in the first quarter, they get 17 points on offense, 21 in the second quarter, only 8 points total in the third quarter, only 2 field goals for the Red Raiders in the third quarter. Fourth quarter, 16 points. On the Blue Devils side of the ball, team totals first 53 rebounds as opposed to 18 on Fitchburg's side of the ball. 7 steals, 19 turnovers. They're shooting, however, 27 of 72 from the field. That's 38%. They missed 11 threes on the night. If we take a look at individual stats for the Blue Devils, Dolce ends the night with 10. All right, I need to get his name. Saranovitz with 8.
Logan.
Pierre Lewis with 12, Purcell with 15. Dandini ends the night with 32 points. He had 18 points in the fourth quarter alone. He had 5 threes in that quarter, 6 threes total, all said and done. If we take a look at the scoring per quarter for the Blue Devils, 11 points in the first, 19 points in the second, 24 points in the third, 23 points in the fourth. So they built on their totals all night long. Fitchburg, on the other hand, tended to regress, particularly from that second into third quarter. Very anemic third quarter for the Red Raiders.
And it led to a 77-62 Leominster victory. Bill, I said it at the tail end of the broadcast. If you had Leominster sweep at the start of the night, you probably put together quite the little parlay. I don't think I saw that tonight. Certainly the way the girls had been rolling, them getting to their 5th win of the year seemed very likely. Leominster 0-4 coming into this one. It's a nice place to do it, and they found themselves their first win of the season, and Coach seems very happy about it.
Oh, I guess he is, and especially especially the way things turned out after the way the game started. That first 4 minutes down 11-0, and looked like it was going to be a long night for Blue Devils basketball. But from something clicked, and they got themselves back in the game. I think it was 17-11, something like that at the end of the first quarter. But then
38-30 at the
we
half.
we saw just before halftime, and I believe the score was right around 30 piece, and with the intentional foul.
Yep.
And it turned into a 5-point play. The 2 freebies, and then the possession, 3-pointer. And it turned a close game coming into halftime into an 8-point deficit. But, I didn't catch all your interview with Coach Crutchfeld, but I'm sure, and I asked him before he came on, did that affect you guys coming out? And he said, yeah, we were fired up over that because that shouldn't have been called that way. I think everybody saw it, differently. But sometimes something you need something to create that spark. You like to, hey, the kids are here to play. Why do they need incentive? Extra incentive, but sometimes you need that little extra drive just to kind of find that fifth gear. And they came out in the third quarter and just put the lid on Fitchburg's basket defensively. Ran the court. I don't think they had Kate said 2 field goals. I don't think either one of them came with until about a minute left in the quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And
3.
You take that. They fell behind by 11 at the beginning, and from that point on to score 77 or whatever they ended up with, and Fitchburg ended up with 62. They almost outscored them 2-1 from that point on after falling down 11-0. So, I mean, to think from an undefeated team that's how they were going to turn the game around and how it was going to end up, nobody could have foresaw that. I don't care what kind of crystal ball you're looking into. But somehow Leominster pulled out. And I think this is the type of game that you get confidence out of. We saw a lot of energy. We saw them utilizing their size. And that's something that I'm sure they're going to be working on going forward. But I can't wait till we get to do another game. I want to see where they progress to. I think we got another game coming up next week, and I can't wait. Let's play 4. Who is it, Leo DeRocha or whoever used to say that, the catcher for the Yankees or somebody. Let's play 2 and play 2 more or whatever.
No question about it.
I was ready for that tonight.
A win tonight was a galvanizing moment for this team. The question will be, can they use this? Can they use it to build off of going forward? Coach feels like there's 3 winnable games up on his schedule. That means, though, you've got to put together the effort to match that point.
Well, I got to think the coach got to think after the effort tonight that every game is winnable.
Absolutely.
Especially, and we've seen in the past, Leominster has battled on the smaller side of things when it came to matchups. They haven't had that big presence in the middle. Yeah, Noah Gray looked great out there last year. And I tell you, I can't imagine what this team would look like if him, Pierre, whatever his name is, we'll know it before the end. Pierre Lewis, along with Purcell and Noah Gray. I don't think there'd be a front 3 that could match those guys in Central Mass. But, we all know Noah's going to Duke. He was here tonight supporting his teammates, and, it's great for him, but I would love to have got to see all 3 of those guys on the court together.
No question about that. It would be nice, but nonetheless, they will go forward with 3 very nice pieces in Purcell, Dandini, and Pierre Lewis. A nice fill physically underneath.
And I have to say, 10 is very easily makeable number for as far as wins. Yeah, they started off the season 0-4. But they could very easily, like you say, 3 very winnable games, end up 4-4 in the next 2 weeks, and then it's a brand new season for them.
And there's nothing more exciting than playing Western Mass playoff basketball.
Yeah, there it is.
So
we got 2 months to commiserate on that.
Commiserate on that point. Lots of basketball to come on Leominster TV during the next couple of months. Kate is overjoyed. It's the cold medicine talking, I promise. Our next game is next Friday night. It's Westboro and Leominster. It's right here at the gym at Leominster High School on Friday night, January the 6th. Grab your ticket. Come on down, be a part of the crowd, and you can check out the replay of these 2. The girls win 48-38 over Fitchburg in game 1, and then a 77-62 victory for the boys over Fitchburg. A clean sweep for Leominster tonight against their arch rival, Red Raiders. Again, these back-to-back matchups will take place once again in Fitchburg this time on Tuesday, February 7th, beginning at 5:30 for the girls against Fitchburg, and then the boys play Fitchburg at 7 o'clock on Tuesday, February 7th. So we're looking forward to being a part of that and some great action all season long. You want to check it out? Replays available on Leominster.tv, or you can check Comcast or Verizon for your Leominster TV channel. For our award-winning executive producer, Bradley Bedard, Kate Robbins, and Bill Thomas, I am Todd Robbins saying thank you so very much for joining us. Until next time, so long, everybody.